Back when I was a kid, hex-based strategy games were my jam. Well, that and first-person shooters. Games like Battle Isle 2, Nectaris, Panzergeneral and of course Heroes of Might and Magic kept me up for nights. Then towards the turn of the millennium, the genre got a bit quiet. It seemed as if players and publishers alike put their focus more on its younger, more agile cousin, the real-time strategy game, spearheaded by Westwood's Command & Conquer series. And I don't blame him, CNC is great, spent countless hours on it myself. Still, I always had a soft spot for the more slow-paced and calculated approach of turn-based strategy games. It's just such a great feeling when your meticulously planned strategy plays out the way you anticipated and the enemy crumbles before your feet. And now Rare Drop Games aims to bring back that feeling, infusing it with a healthy dose of Saturday morning anime nostalgia in their newest game, Warborn, coming to PS4, Switch, Xbox One, Windows and OS X. Whew, so let's have a look. The first thing you're gonna notice is the game's anime-inspired visuals, which are well made for the most part, except for a few character portraits here and there that could have used some more love. Overall, the style and aesthetics of the game are well presented though, same for the music and audio. Some of the music tracks might get a bit repetitive after a while, but the quality of the arrangements is quite high and fits the Mecha Anime theme well. The story is presented through text-based cutscenes, and I gotta be honest with you, it didn't capture my attention too much. It was almost a bit tedious to follow. Then again, it's not the main focus of the game, I'd say. One positive aspect of its narrative is that you'll play all 4 factions during the course of the single-player campaign, each with their own backgrounds and relations, which helps understand their motivations a bit better. A faction might seem like the obvious bad guy in one scenario, only to understand their motivations better once you step into their shoes. There's no clear-cut good guy, bad guy setup, which I do appreciate. The gameplay itself is relatively simple. You select your unit on the ground, give orders, attack the enemy or capture an objective. There's about 10 different units with different attacks, ranges, advantages and disadvantages, and all 4 factions use the same units, which is actually one of the game's weak points, as it makes all 4 campaigns feel pretty similar and not that distinct from one another. Each faction has one unique hero unit that you can call in or sometimes start around with. Those are much more powerful than your regular troops and are fun to play with. I just wish there were more unique units for each faction. As the commander, you also have a set of, let's call it superpowers, that you can activate once your power meter is full, kinda like Street Fighter. That'll activate different buffs for a round, like stronger attacks, more defense, etc. But to be honest, playing through all 40 battles I never really cared for it. All in all, I'd say the gameplay is very beginner friendly and in times feels more like a hex-based strategy game light. For more seasoned players familiar with the genre, it might come across as a bit shallow. For example, there are no counterattacks when a unit gets attacked and you can't ambush units by attacking them from behind, as it doesn't matter which direction a unit is facing on the battlefield. But then again, if you're new to the genre, this is actually not a bad thing, as it makes the game more accessible and a good introduction to turn-based strategy games. Another positive thing is the game's map editor that allows you to create your own scenarios. I was really positively surprised to see a fully functional map editor, something I always enjoy and I think more games should support. Back in the days this was pretty common for both strategy games as well as first-person shooters. Nowadays it's a rare sight, so props for that. The game also has online multiplayer, which is another welcome addition. Switch, PC and Xbox One players even enjoy cross-platform multiplayer, something that's sadly missing from the PS4 release. It also would have been great to have some sort of offline multiplayer as well. Given the turn-based nature of the game, I think a local multiplayer mode would work well. Sure, you could see your opponent's moves and resources, but I'm positive there would have been a way to make it work. Maybe in Warborn 2? In conclusion, Warborn is a very well presented but not too complex turn-based strategy game that's especially interesting for newcomers to the genre. It's a very solid foundation made by passionate people and I hope we'll see more of it in the future. So thanks for watching, enjoy gaming and see you all next time!
Subscribe to this channel, it's an awesome and amazing channel. Subscribe to this channel.